What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Stellar Lumens today, XLM USD. It is the 22nd day of July, and here we are sitting at about 18.8 cents with roughly 10 and a half hours left in this day. Yeah, something like that. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Let's get into it, okay? I've actually been meaning to make a video on this for a while now, for like the past week, and I keep forgetting, man. I told somebody probably like 2 weeks ago that I'd make a video on this. They requested it on X, and I forgot. So whoever you are out there, I'm sorry. Looking at this here, though, we are at the moment holding support at prior resistance, right here, at the moment. But we're seeing weaker and weaker reactions. The first reaction was a pump like this. The second reaction was a lesser pump, still a nice pump. And the third reaction, well, it's not much of a reaction at all. Imagine you have a level of support and you're getting weaker and weaker reactions. What do you think is going to happen? Go home, hit the like button. I don't need to make a video. No, but you know what I'm saying. We're probably going to go down. That's probably what's going to happen. When we go down, I don't expect that we're just going to flush through this low and see lower lows immediately. Although inevitably, I do think we'll see lower lows. I think that will happen. We'll probably move down and find support somewhere that we found support at before, where we found support before, something like that. You know, if we look at this here, this relative low to high, you got your 1272 at 15.7 cents, your golden ratio at 14.5 cents, something in that range. This is your primary target zone, the 1272 to the 1618. That is where I think we will go to find support. And this will likely happen at a very fast pace, much like this move did, much like this move did, much like this move did. It'll happen at a very fast pace. So I would think it's possible by the end of this month of July, if not sometime in August, we're going to see those prices. My guess would be more akin toward the golden ratio here, because that's at the base of this range. That's my thoughts. So something below 15 cents, but we could hold 15.7 cents of support. It's possible. You know, maybe we go down to 15.7 cents, bounce a little bit, and then inevitably hit that golden ratio, and then we find support. We get our next lower high, and then we start to crash below this low. However it works. But I'm fairly confident that XLM does go lower. Okay, we look at this from a low here to a high here overall. You're consolidating right there at your golden ratio. After breaking through it, you've already hit this once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. I mean, dude, you're gonna go down here. Yeah. This fib makes it more likely that you don't break 15 cents, that you actually find support just above 15 cents, to be fair. Maybe come back up to the golden ratio, get that lower high, break just above this trend line, something like that, get people excited, and then we dump down. In other words, what I'm getting at here is, even if you don't sell here, even if you don't believe me that it's going to go down, let's say that you bought here, you bought up at the top, whatever, and you're just being stubborn, you don't want to sell, take your loss, whatever. It might hurt for a second, but if you're patient, you'll probably be able to have another chance to sell somewhere just below this area, basically in the same area though, after we bounce and recover. But yeah, I do think we have lower to go. We look at the daily time frame. RSI, lower highs, lower lows. It looks like you're earmarked for the oversold zone. You know, lower highs here, lower lows there. You didn't stop going down until you hit the oversold zone there. Same thing over here. Stochastics rejecting the overbought zone, looking like you want to come down. MACD, also bearish. Not a whole lot to go off of because you're just choppy and sideways, but bearish. Weekly time frame here, looking at this. The weekly RSI rejecting the overbought zone. I mean, this is the first indication that we had that we were probably going to reject and go lower. Stochastics look bearish. The MACD is also bearish overall. You've been green for a while. You had your fun. It's time to come back home. Go down. Right? Finding resistance at prior areas of support. We take the all-time, not the all-time low, I'm sorry. We take the cycle low from the last cycle to the cycle high from the last cycle. Low to high, right? That's the low, isn't it? Yeah, no, maybe, yes, yes it is. Low to high. Golden ratio support, 382.5 resistance, perfect, classic, 786, 886, bear market low. 100%, I shouldn't say 100%, nothing's guaranteed. I'm extremely confident that the bear market low for stellar lumens, when this is all said and done, I don't care if it's next month in August, I don't care if it's next year in August, it probably won't take that long, but August, September, October of this year, probably somewhere in that time frame, if not later, but probably somewhere in that time frame over the next 3 months, we will see a price that is between 11.39 cents and 9.13 cents. Something in this range. That's where we're going to find support. That's where the bear market low will be. Maybe you see an initial drop, an initial shift, and then you slowly build down, and that's your bear market low. Maybe you slowly build down, and then you get an initial shift that's down. However it works, something in this area, that's where I think we're going to go. 11.4 cents to 9.1 cents, somewhere in that area. That will be your bear market low for stellar lumens. The level of confidence I have that that's going to happen, it's absurd. It's probably greater than 80%, which I don't know if that's a good thing, but it is what it is. I'm absurdly confident. I would bet strongly that that's where it is. If it's not there, then it's lower, and if it's lower, dude, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. I'd be surprised if it was lower though. Stellar, XLM, even now throughout this bear market, let alone during the bull market, which you didn't really have a bull market, you just had an excessive pump here. You did a lot of networking in the traditional financial world. I think you're setting up a basis. I mean, we're going to look back at this. You come down, it's going to look like a giant. I mean, it is. It's just a giant accumulation phase, and then this thing's going to break out. I mean, overall, this is pretty positive structure. Overall, maintain it. You don't want to go below the levels I outlined, because then you run the risk of seeing a lower low. Then everything you've been building since 2017 for the last decade just falls to waste, and it's, instead of accumulation, it's distribution, and you don't want that, man. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.